Good morning, guys. I'm Elle and welcome back to my channel. Today is my first day of my second semester of online school in dual enrollment. I had a really long 6-week break and now it's time to get back to reality and I'm not excited about it. I tried to wake up at 7 and that did not go so well. So I hit the alarm 3 times till 7:30, finally got up, made a quick breakfast, which I did not film for you guys. Once I get into the swing of things again, I'd love to film a morning routine, but that's just not today's thing. Today is just kind of seeing how the beginning of my classes go and kind of showing you what the introduction looks like because it's a little bit different than regular school. So let's just get that started. So this quarter, I'm taking Latin 2, which is a 16-week class that'll last all the way until May, and then Lit and Composition 2, which is an 8-week class that'll only last until March. And the college sent me some books and stuff for that, so I'm going to show you guys. The dual enrollment program I use sends me a box of books every quarter or semester depending how I need it, or sometimes the books are in lines. So the books come in this eCampus box. I get one about every quarter or semester depending on what kind of classes I'm taking. And this semester I got books for Latin and Lit, which are the only 2 classes I'm taking this quarter. First I got this box. It's like the Siegel Reader. It's like books of literature. And it has these 3 little books in it. They are stories, plays, and poems. And I'm actually super excited about it. The class looks fun. I'm excited. I love literature and writing like reflections and analysis and all that good stuff. And then for my Latin class, I actually have the same professor, so I'm super pumped about that. But I got a textbook and I got an answer key because everything's independent and I don't get graded for my textbook work. So it's more about for the learning. So if I want to check my answer key or if the answer key will help me understand something, I'm allowed to do that. Now I thought I'd show you the school supplies that I use for this semester outside of my laptop. I would definitely consider myself a paper person. I don't like taking notes online. I don't like doing everything online. I like doing things by hand and like writing out my ideas by hand. So I definitely need some notebooks. So these are just the Latin notebooks that I used last semester. I only filled them up halfway, so I didn't see the sense in just getting all new books. And then I have my same Lit notebooks from last semester, which is same concept, didn't fill it up, wanted to make sure that I'm not just wasting it. Then I just have my handful of pens, don't need anything fancy, don't need like a whole pencil case. Honestly, sometimes we're doing math in red Sharpie, and that's fine because we're in online school and we don't get graded for using the wrong color pen. And then most importantly, I have my day planner. If you want to know a little bit more about that and how I set up my days, I have a video about how I organize my life, and I think it is going to be in the iCard here. So that's all the stuff that I have for this semester, and now it's time to get onto my laptop and see what's going on. Okay, so now that we've looked over all of like my materials, it's time to hop onto the computer and look at my class portals. So we use Microsoft Outlook, and in my old school we used Google Classroom, and I actually preferred that setup, but obviously I don't get a choice and Microsoft Outlook works. But it's time to hop on there and just see what my class portals have today. I kind of glanced over the weekend and it looks like we have some check-in quizzes. Check-in quizzes are basically the equivalent of an orientation. It's just kind of making sure that you've read the syllabus, that you understand what's going on, and that you want to participate in the class to the best of your ability. And they make for a pretty easy first day. Okay, so I just got onto my class portal. I'm gonna put a screen recording here of what I can show you guys so you can kind of get a better understanding of what it actually looks like. So if you look in the little bubble that I'm putting there, you can see that like this stuff is all of my introductory material. Kind of just shows me like the library resources that I have and like introduction and just kind of the general idea of the big stuff that we're doing in the class. Then if you scroll down, we get to week 1, which has like an intro and then all the stuff that I have to do this week. So it looks like I'm reading some stories and learning about an essay that I'm going to be working on over the course of the class, and then working on some discussion topics. So that should be fun. I love discussion boards because I get to interact with the class a little bit, but not too much. Now let's move on to my Latin class. My Latin class is pretty much like last semester, which is fantastic. I love the setup of the class. It's just no nonsense, super straightforward. Read the book, learn, take the quiz. So you see we have my course syllabus and like announcements. Then this week I'm watching an introduction video and then I'm reading 2 units just to kind of like re-immerse myself in Latin. And then actually, this isn't part of school, but in addition to my school Latin course, I do Duolingo, which I've been loving. My best friend was doing it when I was visiting her and I thought it was a game, and I guess it's not. So I downloaded it, tried it, and instead of like playing like some random app to kill time when I'm bored, I've just been hopping onto that to kind of keep my Latin skills sharp, which is perfect for me. I love Latin. I've been doing it for 8 years and it's just a skill that I never want to give up. But anyway, that's kind of the gist of what I'm doing this week. I'm gonna go on to some check-in quizzes now, and then I'll touch base with you guys after. Okay, so I've kind of looked through my work week for both of my classes and seen what I wanted to do. Lit is definitely a bit more work, but that could just be because I've done so much Latin. But today for school, I am doing my Lit intro, which I've already finished, my essay quiz, my Goodman-Brown analysis or whatever, I think that's a story, and then listening to my Latin lecture, and then I'm reading Unit 13 and making Quizlet for it. So I'm starting with that Goodman-Brown assignment, and I think it's in one of these books, it didn't really say, and then I have to write a 200 to 300 word response and then a 200 to 300 word discussion post. So I'll let you know how it goes. I just finished reading Young Goodman Brown. I took some notes and now I'm gonna go write a reflection about it. My classroom gives me like instructions of how they want it written out. They have to be between 200 and 300 words. And then they just kind of tell me that this is what I want you to talk about. So I have to talk about observation, interrogation, and interpretation. Observation is kind of like what happened in the story. Interpretation is like what was going on in regards to like theme and literary devices, and then interrogation is like questioning it against like a Christian worldview. So it's about 10:30 now. I finished the majority of my English work for the day, and now I want a break, so I'm gonna go for a run, and then I'm gonna touch base with you guys probably around lunch. Okay guys, so I ran, I showered, I feel a lot better now, but I'm starving. My frozen waffle is not cutting it, so I'm gonna go downstairs and make some lunch. Then I'm gonna finish school, and I have work in a couple of hours. Okay, so I'm at my lunch. I brought it up here, and I'm gonna work in my bullet journal while I eat today. I'm gonna make a spread for scholarships that I applied to. I thought it'd be kind of cool to like kind of list out the scholarship that I applied to, if I won or not, and then how much money I theoretically made if I did win. You can't see because of how the camera is, but my Latin stuff is everywhere. I have my notebook, my laptop, and my books, and my planner, and it's just a mess. I've been making a Quizlet. I've been listening to my intro letter from my teacher, and I read over Unit 14 again and took some notes to kind of review. I'm doing third declension. I'm about to review my Quizlet, and then I'm gonna go on to my Duolingo for a little bit. Okay, so I just finished school for the day, and now I'm just gonna kind of clean up my room. It's a little bit of a mess, and then I'm gonna head to work. Okay, I'm leaving for work. I'm about to head out, and I'll see you guys after. Hi, so I just got back from work. It went pretty well. We built card houses for like an hour, and then we did his homework. And now I'm gonna watch The Bachelor. I don't have cable, so I have to wait for it to come on Hulu. And it was my reward for actually getting out of bed this morning and doing school. Hi guys, so it is about 8:45 now, and I watched my TV shows, kind of unwound from my day and from work and all of that. And now I want to kind of go over my day and tell you guys what I accomplished. So we started the day, and I got done with everything on my goal list, which I feel super good about. I set out to like do all the introductions to my classes, start the first unit of each of my classes, which I did. I ran, and the only thing I didn't get to is finishing my laundry. I brought my towels down, but that's it. But you know, I'm okay with that. And then I wanted to plan my day for tomorrow. So I did most of this while I was at work. My day for tomorrow is pretty similar to today. So, you know, I have my time block, some notes that I wrote, and then I have like my checklist. I fill this out every night, usually around this time, but since I had some like free time while the kid that I watched was reading, I decided to knock it out then. But I feel really good about this semester. I feel confident about my classes going into it, and I'm actually kind of excited for them. These are literature and Latin are my two favorite subjects. I love them, so it feels like less of a chore. But because the classes are easy, I really want to work on my interior design skills, so I'm gonna be working on that a lot this week. We'll definitely talk about that in a video coming up soon. But until then, that's all the video that I have for today. Thank you so much for following along my first day of the semester. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, stick around, subscribe down below, check out my Watch This First playlist. That's going to be in the iCard here again, and don't forget to drop a like, and I'll see you next Sunday with another new video. Bye.